A new day dawns, and the team arrive at the studio to continue work on Sir Cliff's cake. Sir Cliff Richard has been asked by us to challenge the Chocky team to create a celestial angel cake for a charity gala.
I thought if the theme could be an angel.
I think that's a really beautiful thought.
The team's likeness of the Northern Lights is done, but the incredibly complicated angel hasn't even been started, and Dave has just 2 days to go. His first task, crafting the angel's wings.
If this works, then I'll be really happy. Because I've had problems with wings in the past. Because I've made 2 right wings and no left wing. Which is surprising, because I'm more left wing myself. Individual feathers. And the idea is to sort of layer them up like that.
To make the angel's wings, Dave needs to sculpt nearly 50 individual chocolate feathers.
I think I'm getting the desired effect. I think that looks a lovely wing.
Having met Sir Cliff, Christine knows how carefully they need to tread with this challenge.
I'm trusting Dave to understand the sensitivity of the whole subject. This is such a sensitive cake design.
With the delicacy of the brief paramount in his mind, Dave lovingly moulds his angel's body before deciding to carve each individual feather on its heavenly figure.
This is a very time-consuming thing to do. I think this will help to set it apart as a very special sculpture.
With the precision of a classical sculptor, Dave crafts his wings into life.
I really enjoyed it to begin with, and I thought, oh, this is really working and it's really effective. So there was loads of feathers. But I'm halfway through.
After a full day's hard graft, Dave, the Donatello of chocolate, finally has his figure and plumage complete. It's a new day, and in London's Newburgh Quarter, the flags are flying for the Royal Jubilee. Manager Ben is patriotically decorating Choccywoccydoodah for their street party.
I think we're going to have to get more bunting.
It's the day before the Jubilee street party, and Ben has another hoop to jump through. There is a discounted shopping event taking place in the area. Knowing it's going to be busy, David and Ben are cheekily grabbing the opportunity to let London know the new Chocky shop has arrived.
Today I'm here to be the backup. Obviously we've never done this sort of event before, and also I've got to make sure that I'm not stepping on anybody's toes, especially not Ben.
The event's also a perfect dry run for the Jubilee party tomorrow. Its success rests on Ben and David working like a finely oiled machine.
They're expecting about 50,000 people. We've got 50,000 people hitting Carnaby, then we need to kind of get out there with cake.
Yeah, even if we're full up here, we can still have people walking around the shop with hot chocolate in their hands.
Are you kidding me?
No,
I'm not having people walking around with hot chocolate around my shop downstairs. What happens if someone slips and falls and then like knocks out over one of the cakes?
How many people fall in your shop?
People might fall
How many
over.
people are falling in your shop this year often?
Yeah, but that's not the point.
We're not even sure 50,000 people are going to turn out.
Okay.
Cool.
If you're sure. David is here to help, and I think I'll maybe just try and keep him outside as much as possible. If he's under my feet too much and starts fixating, I might have slight issues, so I might just have to rush him out the door.
Two titans of the tills, Ben and David have to come together to make the shopping event and the Jubilee street party a roaring success. In Brighton, the wings and figure of his heavenly angel are complete, but Dave now has just a day to make her fit for Sir Cliff.
For this piece, I've been looking at a lot of Renaissance sculptures, and I'm a big fan of Michelangelo.
Dave's natural style is very caricature. We're under enormous pressure to do something that's beyond our comfort zone. He has to try and do something far more classical.
I'm very pleased with these curvy shapes.
He may be satisfied with her body, but Christine's fears are realised. Dave is failing to make the angel's features delicate enough.
At the minute she's a bit manly. Face is really important, because if she hasn't got a pretty face, then she's not a pretty angel, and that would be really sad.
With only 5 hours to complete the cake, Dave makes a radical decision.
I'm not going to cut off her nose to spite her face, but I am going to cut her lips off. They're not dainty enough. So off they go.
Desperate times call for desperate measures. It's a huge risk. Working against the clock, Dave delicately replaces lips, remolds, remodels and shapes the angelic face. At last, Dave's serene seraphim's features are to his liking. But time is pressing on. In 3 hours, Queen Christine's going to inspect his work. Will she be satisfied? In London, the Newburgh Quarter shopping event is about to start. Ben's plan is to entice customers into the shop by giving away cake, and he wants David to dress up for the part.
Darling, I brought you an apron for us to put on. They're brand new ones.
Sorry, it's going to ruin my decor.
Yeah, but come on, we've got to...
Not happening.
Although the apron gets a zoot alors from David, Ben boldly takes to the streets.
Anyone would like some free cake?
With their own special styles, Ben and David each take a different approach to snaring customers.
Come on, I've got you, you can't go now.
You're welcome.
Machine.
Got over 3.5 hours to go before the end of the event, and I've already gone through 4 plates of cake, because I'm giving this stuff away a bit too rapidly.
He's done a good job, he's done such a good job, they've already taken all the cake away. You need to space it out a bit, otherwise it's just going to be, oh poof, gone.
Right, that's all the cake gone.
The event is not going to plan. Despite their best efforts, the shop's been quiet and the cafe now sits empty. With Sir Cliff Richard's charity ball tomorrow, Dave's running out of time to complete his masterpiece.
I find it much easier to make a naked figure and then put clothes on it than to make a figure with clothes on.
While the Renaissance masters chipped away at stone, slowly revealing their figures, Dave works in reverse, building layer upon layer of chocolate garments to clothe his heavenly angel.
I'm just going to put these lines across, like folds of the material, to show off the beautiful curves.
This is a different sort of sculpture for Dave, definitely, and it's been very interesting watching him work. I think it's truly excellent what he's done. I'm really impressed. Absolutely nailed it. Fantastic.
Well, I feel like I could cry after that. Yeah, well moved.
Just as the finishing line's in sight, and Dave's about to give himself a pat on the back, Tom breaks the spell of self-congratulation.
And she's got bare feet.
Oh, just when I thought I've made a magnificent work of art, and now I gotta put bloody socks on it.
The angel's quirky attire was an express wish of Sir Cliff.
Do you know what? I think it ought to wear 2 odd socks.
So Dave bows to the inevitable.
1 green sock
Looks fabulous.
and 1 orange sock.
All we need now is for Chris to come in and say, I hate the socks, take them off. And she shall see it. It is complete.
Will devilish Christine approve of Cliff's angelic cake?
She is beautiful. Really beautiful. And you know what? Those are the best hands you've ever done.
Yeah, I think they are the best hands.
Yeah, ever. Yeah, definitely.
I think it's the best, a lot of things I've ever done. Best wings, they're the best flowing material.
But not every angelic aspect meets with such approval.
It would be unfair of me to not mention the socks, because they actually prevent this from being classically beautiful. However, the socks are spectacularly symbolic. Therefore, we'll just get our head round them.
With his challenge complete, Dave drops a bombshell.
I should say a final farewell
Oh,
to the beautiful angel.
yeah.
And leave it to the very competent Mike and Tom to fit her in a box, which we haven't ordered specifically, so it doesn't fit in.
Oh no,
Yeah.
really?
But it's okay, it's only
No.
there's such a stick left. I'm going to get changed because Jim's picking me up in 2 minutes and he's waiting outside.
No, when
So,
I'm...
good luck.
You, Mr. Rabbit. You.
All Dave's hard work will be completely in vain if Christine can't fit the heavenly beauty into the box. Outside Chocky in London, the shopping events queues are building fast. Only they're not for their wares, but the makeup shop next door.
We're going home, I could be eating my dinner, but instead we've got to stand here and watch everyone else have queues outside their shop. Well, no one else is eating it, I might as well. No.
As the day moves on, things eventually pick up a bit, but it's a case of too little too late.
Lots of people have just been in, which has been nice, and they've been taking lots of photos of our cake, and then walking straight out the door without buying anything.
At the close of play, ever the optimist, French fancy David is on hand to buoy Ben's spirits.
I think it's been alright.
Well, it's been alright.
It's not made millions, but you've
No,
made
I haven't made
we have a present. People know we were here.
I just wish that we could have sold a bit more cake. So are you going home?
Yeah. Back to Brighton now.
Okay.
It's been a tough day at the chocolate coalface, but Ben has to hope they can lift the spirits and wow the crowds with their spectacular Jubilee Street Party event tomorrow. In Brighton, it's all down to Christine's acolyte Tom to house the Great Angel Challenge cake in her delivery box.
All that needed to happen was for somebody to order the right size of box.
The box is just too small. Will Tom be able to customise it specially to fit its heavenly inhabitant?
Set that against the width of the box, and we've got enough clearance that her foot is not going to stick out the front of the box.
I am so deeply troubled.
Chris got nothing to worry about.
Tom is faced with the Herculean task of lifting 75 kilograms of cake. If the angel gets broken, it'll be 3 days of Dave's hard work down the drain and nothing to show Sir Cliff.
Northern Lights are okay.
The angel's feet must survive the journey all the way to Sir Cliff Richard and the charity ball in London tomorrow. It's a miraculously tight fit. Tom's pushed things to the celestial limits.
It touches the box, but it doesn't break.
I really hope that her foot stays on.
Coming up, Chocky's mystery celebrity queen is crowned. A familiar performer arrives on stage. And disaster strikes Sir Cliff's challenge cake.
Genuinely, absolutely, don't think it can be fixed.